Hi students, welcome to quantum mechanics class. Today we are going to talk about variation method. So generally, the variation method just to variation method. So this variation method has to make some guess of the wave function, then apply various principle to improve the guessed wave function and obtain upper bound for the ground state energy. So this method is usually applied to obtain the ground state energy and wave function, and extension to the excited states is also possible. So the variation principle. So the variation principle is, so this is the essential idea of this variation method, which is used to evaluate the expectation value of H. So where H means expectation value of H. So where H means Hamiltonian operator. So H of the system with respect to the total wave function, that is the wave function is like the total wave function is phi. So the variation principle, so this states that, so the expectation value, that is expectation value of H, which is always greater than expectation value of H, which is always greater than or is equal to. So H is greater than or is equal to the ground state energy like E1. So this is the variation principle. So let me prove this energy which is less than the expression value of H. This equation holds good if the trial wave function is the same. So as the ground state, the trial wave function which is same as the ground wave function, ground state of the wave function of the system, and the value of expectation value of H, so is the upper limit to the ground state energy, which must be upper limit to the ground state energy. So if the trial wave function is this is the if trial wave function not normalized, so then the expectation value of h, so which is equal to the function of phi. So this is the normalized condition by so this is variation principle, right? So you can prove this statement like the value of expectation value of h, so which is more than the ground state energy, that is E1. Okay, right. So the proof of this variation principle. Okay, right. So proof of this variation principle. So consider the trial wave function, that is the trial wave function that is phi. So which is the linear combination of the, so that is the linear combination of two wave functions like psi 1, psi 2, psi 3 of the Hamiltonian of the system so which is corresponding to eigenvalues the psi1, psi2, psi3 of the Hamiltonian of the system. So which is corresponding to which is corresponding to eigenvalues like E1, E2, E3. So then the function phi can be written as like phi is equal to sigma I ai psi I. This is subcat notation. Then the expectation value of the Hamiltonian can be written as like expectation value of H is equal to sigma I sigma j ai star aj psi 1 H psi 2. So from this sigma I sigma j ai aj, so epsilon j like psi 1 H so psi 1 psi 2. Okay, so which can be written as like psi I or psi I and psi j also, right? Because where H psi 1 is equal to E1 psi 1, E1 psi 1. So then the H can be written as like E. So then sigma I sigma j ai aj ej, so like expectation value of psi I psi j. So since I is equal to j, since I is equal to j, then psi I psi j is equal to, what is the value of psi I psi j? That is equal to 1, right? So if I is equal to j, psi I psi j is equal to 1, and ai star aj is equal to modulus of ai square. And so expectation value of H is equal to sigma modulus of ai square ei. So let ei is equal to E1 into delta EI, E1 star into delta EI. So then expectation value of H is equal to E1 sigma modulus of AI square plus sigma I modulus of AI square delta EI. So since modulus of AI square is equal to like 1 and delta EI is the positive value, then delta EI is positive value, where modulus of AI square is equal to 1. So then, so expectation value of H which is greater than or equal to from this relation E1. So where EI is the ground state of the ground state energy. So hence this variation principle proved. Okay, thank you.